Handa, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. As a second of one, you know, but me, Tete, no, will try as much as possible. No why you be to please the government, you know, because or per se you extending a contract, mano. Until we are people in out here, police panini, per se you extending a contract, mano. Na say you call by election. Why na police panini by ya juma mano? Because police panya me can answer me. What did police 30 something years, over 30 something years, or call police mo somewhere 87. Until so call police mo 87.
Oh yeah.
Is that criminal? Is that criminal? One day we will put more people in there. Is that criminal? Is that criminal? Misdemeanor case. Let me say something. Misdemeanor case. Let me say something.
Very disturbing issue about Abronye arrest. Disturbing because ye chubia nya de palatable was here. But emranso de as I say a year juma. But the issue no, I woman in this Abronye test no. I mean now it is becoming open. Say AI is selective justice. Obian supported the Abronye ye no. Every day be make say Oshe MPP New Patriotic Party as a party. Abronye sooner ne banya or done it is a complete deviation from MPP. From MPP and Kenya. The issue that MPP for the brand against NDC was that NDC a keda for party to but MPP a crutch for party intino. This is the brand MPP from 92. Enti Osha Abronye ne actions ne inactions are. It was a complete deviation from MPP now, a free 92. But even the MPP now can say, see what as a party. No, almost some from said the Omonanum the party, ni ja Omono. Even from present day MPP 92, no, almost some. The bourgeoisie party and late, a catch for, Omo disagree, Omo debate issues. MPP now can say disagree, deviating, but Omo deviating not just because. I think that over the years it's also because Oman for na supporters na kata pese almost because there was always this notion say oh and this boy amuntu to be binchiro omuntu so menye and the man mukta bamba mo time ni nyina ni ade omo form bamba boys invisible forces ni ade and the typical ideology of MPP no kan no kan enti Abronye niema no ye even ubusa Kennedy Agyapong camp perhaps where I actually Abronye they probably will be laughing. Because for months, Kennedy Agyapong camp has been complaining. The blame no crime Bawumia camp say Bawumia na kola any Abronye. Bawumia also comes in and patrol obia na kola na ya be na kola. Ye mfa obia adwuma. Of course, Bawumia ba MPP no one for obia ni nachi. Enti say Bawumia kata Abronye suna order na di no ni mo hwe. He's right, oni mo hwe. But within MPP, now I can tell you the MPP for who are laughing, who are happy to see Abronye. But I think that to some extent, for the over the years, Oshe Niama Kosu in the past, I think the police doesn't have the moral right to do that because you see, justice today. Lawyer for Becca said justice must not just be done, it must be manifestly and profusely done. It is also a rule of law. Opese mraya juma, amaya mamranya juma, dedeya mamranya juma. Kojo ya mamranya juma. But when you say ebe call one side, the moment the perception to you mean say exactly that is how it is. I'm just saying, say the moment a perception is created, say ya coding crowfo beside the chichuomo, but a ko baby the and chichuomo is a problem. But now that is how it's appearing because over the last 10 years, no, there are also other people who have equally attacked IGPs. Who have attacked President Mahama, even when he was the opposition leader, didn't attempt. Now when he was leader of MPP, candidate, president, Kofo Bebre didn't attempt. How many of them were arrested? But me there, as long as law never ye juma no, I will say ye juma. Is it because Abronye Nankasacha he himself set a trap for himself, and he fell into it? That's the Nigeria for Ebu Omu baby. Or say, as you make your bed, so you go lie on them. As you go make your bed, no, so you go lie on them. If Abronye was over the place saying, "No, be anya beman, change, be anya beman." When you dare the police, you are kind of calling them to come and show, say they have the power. And obeying to say, Constitution, no police for the power to arrest. They have the power to arrest. They have the power to search. Into Amuko Moses Abofia and Kofokaka, they have the power to search. They can get a bench warrant and come and search. Into Mama careful when we are discussing this issue. So I was say Juma, the law must work. The law must work. The law must work. I'm kind of waiting to see how some of the better due process. But the bigger issues are Abronye saying that on feel safe until you see, I think that over the years, on comfort baby cast on feel safe near the eye grow because most of them are politicians. It's here they are growing so and few already Janin. I say that I mean sometimes I think that when people's lives are in danger, people must give value to it. Yet one man here native nani pana Kwaku. But I think it's also important to also say it there. Abronye nankasa within MPP, they will agree that there were excesses. Yeah, politics, but don't cross the line. So, but again, so the facts are Abronye what cross the line. Interest was here question. This issue, they could have even arrested and invited himself. That's no more inviting that. But I think what the police, I'm just saying hypothetically say, I'm thinking that what the police want to do is they are fraud back, we are warning back, or no Abronye nankasa ne letter or trokoma. Embassies in seeking for a asylum because no caution. Indeed, the people also think that you can't show that, but still, I say tintin treaty, the Obeyan, Obeyan, and so you bet you the Ecoso. So, it's Yaman law, Ninya Juma, Yamwana law, Ninya Juma. So, it is very unfortunate Abronye issue. I mean, we should say the Abronye no, or what Vim Pan or Cano, Obianya Beman Chen Obiao. Look, and Ghana Police Service, so they okay. And Ghana police, I don't know, is this your modus operandi and sense here to be a suspect? Mube in any manner because I say, I say, muching cophobia, I cover him because of the presumption of innocent and Article 19 of the Constitution. But I say, be more than more children and saying that no more you money to somebody who's the Achamo. Is this the new policy? Mama, and I pick and choose, and I'm more, Mama. You see, by me, Abronye, I don't mean, better make us I am a homicide action because I mean free speech, they know. Oh, a bit more Casamana broso, Yanchiomo. Into why Abronye? On your favorite person because me first I told the boom boom the dorsum or Casa boom the do. Oh, you mean your bad man coming in back Casapa, but on your beer, me to tear for two. Abronye boom no, I say, on my for public consumption. Assembly on my for radio. So, but I a podcast, a microphone, said your Bruce and Predator, as I have phone to be a but I never they say because I think that for the advancement of democracy, there also be any chance no expressing on good or bad. Name only right to so Bediatuo. But look, me, I've been a victim of insult. Yeah, do matem sa and the sebio ma say me ba me ye one yeah, do matem sa. It is a police almost much here now. Obia koyo obia bibia monchedo. Because ni criminal abuse, verbal abuse, ni spreading of false information, bloggers yo there much obia. It shouldn't appear that although Abronye my favorite person, but there should not be a perception that you are picking and choosing. Say be more dear mobeche, maybe more dear monchi. I want many police for issue no. Let the law work. Let the law work. Man, yet to say you are picking and choosing. You know, it's just sad. And normally the court out to say Abronye power. You know, to me say boga yemre. Say police wants to do minu. I think NIB for the picking the first. Or soon normally the call. Yeah, baby. Ubeya so ya bema or ya bema. By the time I'll be no ma pick you da. We must all do politics, but we for decency and your politics. No, it shouldn't be said they be a politics of say so. But at the end of the day, politically, in terms of politically, Obia eventually be usually Obeba out as a hero for the masses. It happens in the history of a union. We are be pet from President Rawlings. You when you nipa ne ba bonten pe no aba be hero say a channel na or they are some building another form of fan base. Because I mean, as long even though makers MPP no more bourgeois elite party no, they are also grassroots. Almost pe buga buga na Abronye. Almost pesa buga buga. You know, so whether or not MPP no as a party will continue the buga buga or will go back to how almost say elite party and now they will do a blend of the two. We don't know. We don't know. They themselves should determine how they want to govern their party and how they want moving forward, because that's also determine whether mubenya new people are joining more party no and grow the party. And see, this is Abronye's case and MPP primaries also. And you see, in America, there are also a camp. For instance, Kennedy Agyapong camp, many other people who have fallen victim to Abronye tantrums, you know, who are also low key, down low. They are laughing, they are smiling. Say, at least for the next couple of days, Abronye be may attack you. You know, because they've also said that Abronye attack you. Mona Bawumia to only on the Abronye ni nipa on sumano so ko attack you. I mean, so it's just interesting what is going on. Just very, very interesting. Yensaka prof our prof mu kese pa o cha the Central State University e wa America brochi memu no wa cha the African and san okotwa so wa brochi more than 40-50 years of adichere. Prof, I mean chat yembra MPP for race mu, but yen starting from Abronye dey or starting or kase no bia kase Abronye Tróuble, but then no kra na MPP for asemo. And as I say, the what to akomane be on the other side. Them as they say, penachina, era Moses above ye, and I call a crime scene. Stormy or must stormy on the yasem ketwa. Says Abronye pa and cordon and there was yet any day. It is all asylum. Yasem ketwa. Prof, is this an issue to muzzle free expression? Just say, I buy a 100% conform because you Akufo Addo so you must see a teaching go by and say. So what do you think about when you know? And Abronye yam and a broso.
Well, on your man, so me check on Facebook, and force it to bring me videos. Now, I said your man and then Obia camera on your video near the dia. No, the attempt. And he for the day young quantum. Bloggers did on quantum. No big radio. That be Penlipio Benyan Ghana, but be a no dinatum. It's Obia and Yanashi. In terms of San Antiana, Abronye, Ocean. Na ade ba ko meka ne se macho no yemfa moment macho odi awuya mo bi nka bi oh we ye ka bi ma mi nka bi amamuyo into di obi bi ampa so bia be ka ho asem hwe sa free hs ba ya nkofo de ya politics ye de ye na nsen yese Ghana West Africa obi en one na yi educational standards do yan enti so we ye bibi na nya no obi ka. And that's why yes, oh no, Tie. Like what me friend to be aware, the okay and say, I'm not here. No officer saying in a bay year. Oh, now the work to say, you probably watch you on cranio on yati or monka. Galamsey for wait, this a one cassa. Now, be on work be more on it, dear. When you young she, ultimating Crawford champs are walk on more dear, now than I was listening. Oh, and tea, Yamini nipping. So as a son or any pants will be for more journey. And do be bring me video, send your mail cost in a year, don't show any year. Or here,
do you say when the president or a double standard pick and choose or checking for Munyan and Crawford? Wait, but on Mudidia Tema supposedly say I'm NDC for the Ontario.
Yes, we are friend of selective justice. So come on, media, and yeah, who's the one come on media. Just out time, and your mammy at you. Why in any as we name Hoshi, but young for young they get the orders from above. And one more answer. Now, Abronye and Opa, one more channel. On set, policy secrano, so be as we do near more popular. So, share run and share chain one now, ye be dinasem. Ye how popular he became. Into any woman, 1 year bonnet, only the obiatem, only a uncle nipa. So, and you only want to know, Chief Justice by a grown up, send your sea unity. What you are then? One of popular warrior, a month for attending camp, Obicra no nino, say, Nipa be attending camp. 1 year bonnet, and a sabi will be a permanent free office. And you only want Umbra, Yatanachi.
And the problem about it and Abronye is that obey Janina now that free asylum, 1 month can almost channel.
Oh, asylum no secure, you're saying you're part of politics. But one to me and Konya channel so mom, I didn't know meeting I know. A dear Ben no meeting I know. A dear Ben, I want to me she. I want to me she. Oh, say, Abano, Kakran, Yakoya one party. But one party state in Sudia, Utimua, Ehun. Na send your back and I know a young somona. Sana bana yenso.
Because I know Kasa Abronye and Kasa Swaka say, I say, or can't buy us a man, or more intimate, or send no crowd, more friend, or more inviting, and no more intimidate you, or more threatening, or more no one to feel comfortable. Or who says it's on running the bush for their own life is in danger. But, bro, is it fair to be super cat? The other side is that sometimes politics into the do to come and a broso. Obejatum says sometimes Abronye so near mana or can if you on one in the animal before be crackate and send me one more can or come and a bro. So find that people from Kennedy Agyapong come to make us Abronye why attack your ma bro. So dear President Mama is really selective justice and I say indeed Abronye so or your man trust one.
Well, Abronye the Osha, Bron have 1 people for Lucy or crown. Bebre Blemono said the public utterances and fit a party now.
Okay.
So, and Yamitiano, what you made it in the pattern. Almost said, Obiat in the do party with the regional chairman party, and some be a one that's about noon. You says unprintable words. What do you just have one? Not all can. Oh, not near me and a hammer, sir. I buy your was what come on the air, any way angel.
Okay.
Now, catch any dear, any what are me? Oh, Miss Omra, asylum no crowd siki. Won't send if you no more me funny and you'll bet me I know.
Yes, there will be massive opposition against nation.
Yes, Omokunu crown, Omokono, no more jabba yaduma. Your kuno and no jabba yadma Ghana.
Oh, they need to be worse, but I get the point that you are saying. Yes, what the all year not didn't know so bad. No, is the selective justice not present?
Yes,
supposedly I buy your more and no now when in your home. So I say, didn't did atom, but I know come on the party there for so.
Was it Ghana for we have short memory? I said, did you burn a chair way? Ghana for president because they were short memories. I said, did you burn a chair way? Whole nation. And so one, I didn't be here no. Akufo Addo for the dinner term. I didn't know you will be. And the party said you are so nyabutre. Now, the old year no. You must know that I won't mean you be more be and possum. That a baby tray ye, a bin tray ye. But then you answer, Ubenya focus. Then you be tiano. No affabi. That's our own fabi into so no jai. Oh, sir. Sometimes, we a leader. You must broadcast to the nation about certain issues to set certain things straight. Now the way home was a near Kochiri watching a chiwi. Shesrim, Ntakwan send yes, you drew. I say kind of phobia.
I than refugees or Cote d'Ivoire.
Yes, and no, I someone's original. Now, Abronye more working. Bonnie Bennett at Diabo man. Why now I say, oh dear, because Abronye said and say, he's just an ordinary person. The party are loose poto. Naniabre. Oh, into what yo? Why Yenny here? Now, is Abronye and other. I'd money down so 4 years, a month for vote to be a war. They say MPP 2028, money better. They say to win politics, you have to protect the ballot boxes. Nano Akwatia Unko Ye. MPP protected the ballot box, Kwan Unko Ye. The 2028 year, the buffets papa. Yeah,
but let me ask you about Abronye Kwaku Moses Abofie, because I know Abronye will be a Berman Chen will be out when the mood try the best and go for almost so kind of training and say, Nabra, also, oh, yeah, Berma. I feel bet you are a wood Janiana.
Oh, one yana, just What in the China ba me dan keke.
Okay.
I say he who fights and runs away lives to fight on another day.
Okay.
Abronye wonyane. When
Okay.
him send a policy here.
Okay.
Ebinumu koda jail. Nandela 27 years in prison. In the long run, what happened? He became a president. And from 14 months in jail. Obey president. Into politics there. When him send a crown outside there. Ma atamfo enye ni omope. You will always be victorious.
Okay. So
Wonyane.
the clause is that unim send no kreno ewo side, but probably MPP for raised him. This Abronye issue in so one of the side of the story no see MPP for race. Kennedy Agyapong campus they be attack you. Bawumia say omon suma Abronye, he's not their agent, but the perception is of Bawumia camp no attack other opponents. Kwabena Agyapong ye campaign. Na no ye Remanded chapel be can adwenche Bawumia say one fa Kapramba Eastern region no kwan spend ye. Educhum didn't want him or promises on the decent campaign or so far campaign a cost the woo for say corner this top bottom approach almost more yen tem said about when be free tea no free or no my proper opposition against NDC.
Yeah. The omoyan in term because in politics you need what called projection. What's your candidates but me uncle projection because we're running for president, I'm 14 in camp.
Okay.
Kennedy so any projection because of his public utterances. Onya public projection. Now Brian also the onya papa, but the hotel na was amana jidin.
Okay.
And a Kwabena Agyapong so the papa nti ono so jidin. And a champo a tum and so education. Yes, to see obi a presi Ghana educational stand also jidin. Now so one year, as someone back can't see our young one this time, and no, not 2028, and this is for the bear parties at Yao. It made a message of himself. Obia and can obey, no one so attacking the young one. One can do the table skill. Sure, he can always brag about the standard of education with Jai. They say, Minim so more to us, so more good, or so any minim. And Kennedy Agyapong is 1 year no a Juma Wayama Mumford, and no one can. And President, Vice President Bawumia so digitization. Yeah, now Ghana. Obiati Yankano. I don't know, Mancano Munyas will be trade from Yanko 1990. And it didn't factory. Now, Yame Bonus ye Bakwa, or Munina, Momo de Sebetanichi. 2 men about a bomber party, Yabako for. They say party your money, you see MPP. We are now to say, Wakoye, why do you not know Yasikrano and Mobo? Just a Obiakra money didn't view. Almost why popular still. Say 1 week we could 100,000 Ghana. Why are there? Bawumia 50,000. And a compra consider 5,000. So, minimum said Binamu year, but no one did a beja. Oh, one more card, one more buyer, no one yah so church on young. One more man, they have the men to lead, but campaign no so more year.
But with the kind of a chira or mujaya, do you think that 2028 a year option ama MPP for some betting me winning? Especially since you President Mama's one uncle.
Omo yo mo nyama year 2028 omba win. Because any man in Ejigu. See the year.
Problem to me, the elections in Nana. By election now, we lose to us back to back. It's just a one form pay.
We are still, says over here, a Mojashia, we must still, young Hunoso. But 2028 dear, a bedroom one, no man for senior, no more. They say, we shall send a name of Qua. Bibian said, Bibia, Jan Ejigu. So, the beer mamma no bet many, almost a yamo, a yam, but no matter what, yen ye bet me a deal man and him among Papa Abba. Osha your record, free HSS, healthcare, a dear digitization, money, mobility near the Adina, and the Diaba. So, enti, Mammy or be a year.
The problem, what do you think said the CR car on better early next year on better primary soon? DNA was a MPP 4 year, especially national executives soon because it will be a cancer as a control being as they say national executives the idea go. But there must be some other discipline because it's on better banana. What DNA was a woman year. Should they even be changed? There was one more time goes here better banana.
No, also more kind of say they must tell the people what the party stands for the nation. And you are party by Yama Woman. any the omo mochi. Woman hammer on those things. Woman condemn any of their candidates. Woman condemn any of their candidates. Yeah.
Problem, I know what it. Say, you, Furiata. And I know at the train common or church mu MPP for no near me, as one more year. So, just obi any issues near there is up to MPP for some betty. Now, all the bay juma, whether bebo or not, and they are more and no massama. Also, me catch him say, MPP and got more big issue. We are near Abronye issue. Yeah, we don't know how it is. They say lawyers now are trying to get access to Abronye, but they are not getting access to Abronye. They say, "Be any baby Abronye." Well, this is how serious Adiana has gotten to. And to more politics, they be more on baby now. We are not talking about that issue. I mean, this is a very scary issue. Say the lawyers for Abronye cannot have access to him. This is serious. This is serious. I don't think our lawyers for Abronye cannot get access to him. Why can they not get access to him? Because it will be a constitutional right to say a chewa. You have a right to meet your lawyers. You have a right. Nipa no making charges now against you, no. Must now prove the case. This is the way Abronye issue. It's the police that has to prove the issue against Abronye. Video or no video. Law no there. The attempt to that kingdom come. Law no nye utim. And a law and your emotions. Law and say a chubia. A police for the onus on the police to prove the case against the person. It's a video now more of Abronye insulting or otherwise of IGP ni president. No. And was a police for the court. Within 48 hours, they must grant him bail. And now say take him to court. There are two options. Either say police want to cut money bail. And now say court. Na court to move money bail, specifying specific conditions. But there's no way the police can hold him more than 2 days. But also because of politics, and I've seen this thing now in the history of a year. I've seen it. In fact, Abronye journalists. I cannot even give the example of Kweku Annan Atta. That's not even. But although I know so a freedom of media, but Abronye is a politician. That's where the difference is. And politics. Well, to me, say politics against politics. It is a politician no politics there. Usually, no. What happens is that person use to the power to show you where the power lies. So, and that is why the lawyers cannot get a Abronye. Police want him so to me keep you Abronye 2 days. Keep you Abronye 2 days. They must grant him, but 2 days in there. Vemio. 2 days. Commando. 2 days on my 2 days on they cannot torture Abronye. According to the law, they cannot torture Abronye because that would be human rights abuse. That's also because suspects cry more rights. And to mean torture, but the obey say, Mr. Police they have a very smart way of doing it. To make jaws when I'm to Mario. Send to no cat and to Bello. Bomberman to Mario, Obia Musa, Obia, what's your name? Sign no moko. No masamba anti video no kokande kwangwaship no masamba, but they have a way they can torture you without even you knowing that they can torture you. But I'm saying that bottom line in United kukru ni jaya keka ni beja politicians who should send a week in Bawumia any president Mahamadu no monam na omo bon komo. It's so sad. They say followers no mudieche like Abronye and co. Mudia mushia muhomo. You feel like they will say you have to insult. Language Abronye used to know. There's no way Bawumia will use that language even in his dreams. Say Bawumia that action that you cry even in his dreams. On use language is Mahamadu IGP da. The same way NDC for no so muditi nanado attempt did Bawumia attempt to the extent that Obi Kokan say Bawumia campaign time about Bawumia sorry them maybe mako di Bawumia attempt or report. Obi himself can say cremoni report haram kese and so politics in Tino Makoka. There is no way President Mahamadu ye Christian. Ebe kasa asem wetie ni nua Bawumia da. At the end of the day, they be ameka say, I was saying nyina mo hwe monim say, you people obi na atro no see followers of politicians are sick. Nana Pia, it's true they are sick. Mahamadu Bawumia omo hia omo bonkomo. Na wo waje pa coins. Ya mo 100,000, 1 billion, 100,000 pe. Ubedi amanasa. Enwie dan si 100,000, 1 billion old than that. Who to be fancy full house. Just any atakwa me then 2-bedroom be and I just say to me a chairman hall and then cement to Bonnie at 80. And so not be 100,000. No cry or my didn't bonny a mom 100,000. One only a more be a bear 5,000 Ghana, 1,000 Ghana, be no so Mike, no diatem. And Abronye or once I buy a Bawumia is not seeking asylum. He will never seek asylum anywhere. People in Pennyfono, one is seeking asylum. Even a year first thing, Chama would to me a chain one was seeking asylum. No. Or Yeneduma. Tobe a course in a Chama would to me concession is intact or to the good. Or Yeneduma. But what would he no? Also, I could pass him. Because so share Abronye Casa letter, no, they call embassies. Don't see the family, no, when you're safe. It's possible that they are not safe. It's possible. Because Abano be the better media Abronye, no to me fan Kobo Bawumia. Never. Na protection crowd Bawumia kuta wo men humpo na de aba akwa Kobo no. Ba wo ni bi nti e baba be kan. Enti NDC o MPP because where NDC here omo cheche Abronye mu. Do me say NPP abese se omo so be chi NDC bo bebre. Say politics na wo Ghana na tit for tat politics. You do me, I do you politics. It's sad. Oh my Ghana be ye ni. Oh my way, ebetime ye. Oh my Ghana ebe ye. Into joining a champ Professor Jobe ye first Jobe Nyamecha no so aba be share ne talk because he's a former journalist, a university professor. No a first advocate for rule of law and free speech because what you call America ni UK no me ade enko for come on but obi anyone more share that so gamra bi atem aboa kwasea ti said the Abrantie bi a yeso oti abrochi oye bi no aba oba bi no fi aba bi that they biam just say it just sad crass insults in crassism crass and koof language. It's so sad. Meanwhile, politician now full say we are adwuma no ono ohia ni pakro na ono nesere. Ohia ni pakro na ono nesere. I know the number of NDC for to me ba no ma bedi atem. Me papa we president Mama, he was the chief monarch. Nanado chief monarch. One sha we ye kro bi amba. Me papa we omo no be gina mu ye no. NPP and MPP in Pennyfono can say President Mama to a whole delegation. It's even catch a whole delegation. And on be me papa we 2012. And so also come and we atem of us on your champion. Oh yeah, John. Oh yeah, John by far. Because crowd yes obi anymore. And it's sad that we continuously project this on people. Obi ye politics unia o NDC penasem into bedi natem. Meanwhile Ghana constitution has so bia of freedom obi our right to join a party bia ope. One can say ebinum to me join a party bia ope. One can say ebinum wa ye tintinu to me join a party ope. And now we ye tietia to me join a party. I say every Ghanaian and every citizen obi our right for joining their ope. Me see baby Abronye issue no, and I'm telling you I'm not a fan of Abronye. I've told you that the history of MPP say what should MPP for abakwasemo omo ye elite party into Abronye tactics no a complete deviation from MPP for na no mo otchere party no said the omo tie because at the time 92 96 no the one of the things that JH means and many are can about MPP and they say omo ya cratch for NDC for the omo ye keda for into NDC for the atem. So, meanwhile, Neno says, I have futufra. You can't tell between NDC and MP because everybody is insulting. Everybody is insulting. And you can trust our channel MPP aba. NDC chinipa 10. MPP for bapa ombe chinipa 20. And the double standard now, prof, can want to move na send message a moody prof at them no. Yet Ghana how, yet Ghana ha. Obiti abroche. In fact, I know obi mkofo biti abroche. Ebi muso te Ghana. O my di atemsa na do so abro. So President Mama chichen krofo kakre o chichen krofo a. And mind you, to be fair to President Mama, no noche. Eya IGP no police one eche. Just that the notion is there, say government of the day who now control the system no. Any apparatus no. But any President Mama to speak noche. But I na banya breso. Na say ya chichia. Akufo Addo party edin at onim 2016, before Kweku Addo winning power, the issue NDC, big man, Neil and Vanderpoint. Also, Akufo Addo a short man, one short man already a president. short man already president. I want to be the president. But Akufo Addo be the president. Akufo Addo ne tente ye de di na tem so why se kodu ayakoso. Eyi sa Baltic once you omo talk to e kro omo di to Akufo Addo din so papa iti hono. Me I've criticized Akufo Addo more than a lot of people. They be me can me praise president mama for more than into MPP no baby kwana me concern say me share them feel Akufo Addo, but I like him. I'm just a critic of his some style maybe. But Akufo Addo can't them the Akufo Addo papa. But on chishim go on a mass he say bloggers ya chi on way. But to be fair, their excesses ni be a bloggers ni ye na ye 2 months. But you see, their kotia IGP era yo hunu ni say do not ti abrochire di atem wan ka hwe. To the extent that to me the oba se edi na tem. Oba yare enti serious condition ti ni womb ye yi otumi didi obi atem and the IGP mo ankoche. Abrante ye di obi atem otumfo hwan ahef oche hine kra de no ye mmobo. Afi oche hine sebi buru sebi empredo atamano hye subranso because o hine kese no oche hine. O di wadi no wase no kwase a. Oche hine o. Ya nche no. NBC mo nipa ni sa nipa kro no. Mo nkrofo no manchi obi. You see the double standards. Me see yen support you obi a me support blog because their bloggers here without training, without decorum, without respect, enye fine. Obi a sorry as a podcast no di atem enye kama. But you see now no the existing chief justice asem because MPP for enable Charlotte say remove anti. NDT by also almost over a chief justice ko. Enti today, this is so wohono much monko for the MPP for tema fact mo kra de masa mo freedom so monko. Masa mo bodyguard. Masa mo baby papa tena endorsing and enabling because sometimes we be timi ayade en onka ho on support but later the obey any dia dance say you have adopted the nipa na yen and you support and you endorse it. Ni now obisi who mentioned name I am body bio edibo enya for this platform I can issues enti amwa Naomi you can go and insult yeah they fire I me makosku baby amakosku edu echenya na I won't do that yakopom pengu enti na asem bi wa me kakra me sebi bread as sebi o manu shesu na so o chen na asemi I will not be the one you can always insult me pa ho na semimi sura ye di matem over 20 something million means don't you can continue o send message na o mi na so di atema ka ho you are allowed obi ensuro bia sometimes adema is not worth ye nyini ye nyankola ye started here journalism na 20 years old and then ye did 40 something ye nyankola na abeg no some things are not ya no ye too pricey too polished for insult you know forget it. On the issue na make can say sometimes Abronye money other people no excesses no said yes obi fum kuma obi mfum dwa obi fum kuma obi mfum dwa rich lie I salute you I take am why I take am enti no enye say obi ye ya under NDC and MPP for no ama ye bibi obi atam no obi answer obi enable no a you don't come and repeat it. This is the problem I had with Abronye. Sebasa, unye obia pose we regional chairman. Say a party who so just people na omo ya because onipa ninim. But as regional chairman, o level no was so much say you don't come to a certain level. You see, you don't just come to a certain level say there be baby amaba na me so person me ba na me be obia ye bi yanka ne hwenti ma me no regional chairman there. One say won to me ya obia ka say chale won to me we are regional chairman. Into politics aside, maybe it should not be you. And I was a yeah. Man kolani na wo penny no what's yan kolani say mo chia. Mo ya ye too much. Into munsamra kwemu. Respect yourselves. So into the problem with Abronye make us even within MPP, no, there are people who are low key, no, who are laughing, who are smiling say Abronye ya channel because omumpe, including Kennedy Agyapong team for. including some senior founders of MPP like Nyawo Tamaklo, who think that omoti MPP no, and yet say branding say na no person of the church MP. Say MPP no be aya de ane akodina them no. It should be a context of idea. You see, everything of full soldiers near you for me, yeah, no. Because yeah, my to say, yeah, so yeah, Atem Didiano. And you see, what Atem Didiano does is that it takes attention from the core. Is that yet yeah, no bogu. And last 16 ko yo. Yeah, man, one be national issue, be national issue 2 days to be paid. Yet yeah, man, nipa 8 a ko helicopter crash. Atia koda. We are arresting each other. How is this going to benefit us? Say you respect your politics muta man yosem ye ho a. And then say we are just merely doing where the attempt any attempt. And we will be able to focus our energy on the core issues. Akra kumasi kranye. What kwanye say na say ani e ko obake ni akwaba ho. Very silly. Very silly. As valid as it is. But now, kase si wano nipa ni di inda suni ye cool plotter. The obetu nkruma, why should that person's name be there? The way I assume nkruma sum boma Ghana. Na obi okum nkruma ni edi nidi to airport so. That should be the issue. And even more importantly, the issue should be that made to Facebook. Factories are here and the AC won't cry. Factories are here in the AC or your regions. Yet how any called the hini bauxite. Hini bauxite too. Yadi hini bauxite kode Bosia or China. Sino hydro loan. Edi besi Pokuaa interchange. Obeche bilamte interchange. Kumasi for nene hini for no man complain you. Because a Ghana development. Because any time so and can you vote for Beka se kita base you know. Oh nisikano. Yen fanye vote and kwa development. So there are critical issues. There was a Ghana to me such a no yet. But here in Ghana, we have allowed people, we have allowed politics say, ya kochiwe, ya soka me didiatem, ya soka me didiatem. Ya soka me didiatem, ya soka me didiatem o. Any amen no mama ye main job. What the Africa yanko ye nimno. Bra America behe, bra UK behe, and see the things that they are thinking about. Factories are kese 2050 plan on my Niama adwuma ba na omo dwene ho ba ye de da bi eniama nkete te niama ye de ba kun ye ho ne we aye we no aye we na nkofo so send message no mo se ayo no mo so na machire no mo didi atem it's just sad. It is just sad that we have come to this point. And you see Abronye or a young person problem but one people camera nani ma me na enye clear kakra ma minima ye wisi kakra. And Abronye is a young man. Tia youth no. Abronye ka ho. Ye ka youth and Abronye ka ho. And one would have thought a youth no na ke be lead because in the next 5-6 years, Abronye we are the next obetimi a presidential candidate and a minister. In the next government, maybe as people win here. Whether ye 2028 or 2032, obetimi a minister. And if ye to me started subain say ye di atem. Ye di at it's sad. It's sad. On my benny, and no wonder I say some George by one. And I say DSTV for no more contoka. And I mean, a friend say, on my in a kind, you know, say some George focus on the necessary. Focus on your maybe a very key. Focus on some key issues. Men need DSTV achieve because Ghana for maybe DSTV crime me can last time I saw DSTV no me stop and get me priority and if we are focusing bibia and you see people like Sam George okay opposition ye di atem so ye di atem and adane to call ye friend say DSTV ko meanwhile Ghana is a free market economy. It means that your turn bunch all right to decide bunch bo your turn toes all right to deciding those bro according to said your cotton but they say you person a chere competence near ma omobo any those for any kuto for any betrom is we and we must use diplomacy not akakabensem and I mean your mama manase agree and when it try you know say oh be say you buga DSTV be close DSTV one ebre Ghana will lose in a country that has over 60 million unemployment rate. Basa opposition ni aye ye de buga sa ye ba abam ye be minister sa ebi na Abronye ye. Buga sa ochena be minister eno so buga na ode be ye. We must stick to the issues. Na ye omanfo na nkasa so say if ye say ye nsema ehia na ehia ya say ya na be come.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.